This is going to be my last YouTube video for a while. The next time I will be on YouTube or on any form of social media, I will be a few years older, ideally have my own property, and be growing marijuana for the legal cannabis industry. I just woke up. It is 2300 local time on May 30th, 2019. I met with my probation officer today, and she explained to me that she had gotten a report from her boss where somebody had recorded me venting about some frustrations I had and submitted it to my probation officer's boss anonymously, claiming that I was admitting to all sorts of crimes and otherwise making an ass of myself. So I'm going to come off of social media because I'm not going to go to jail for anybody on the internet. Now, recently, my ex-wife, who I will not name, sent me an email. She sent me an email 3 hours ago, and I'd like to read this exchange because I think it perfectly encapsulates what my life has been like for years. So in the last 3 hours, I've had a conversation with my ex-wife, and I'm going to read it word for word. I am then going to post the entire text of this exchange on my blog, just for my own safety. I want to make it abundantly clear that I'm not going to hurt myself, that I'm not in any danger, I'm not going to hurt anybody else, and that throughout my entire time on YouTube, I have never once meant to suggest that law breaking is appropriate. I've never once meant to suggest that I'm breaking the law. I'm never ever going to suggest that anyone breaks the law or does anything contrary to the rules and statutes of the areas that they live. So tonight, I received an email. John, can you please pay $500 like you originally agreed this month? I am struggling to pay the bills and buy food for the children. Bella has a school trip and she is upset she can't go, as you said you would pay, but then you changed your mind. Please don't force them to talk to you and hold me ransom. Things are hard for them at the moment. I am unwell and unable to work. I am having surgery in June, which should help, but I will be on bed rest for a while. Please do what is right for them. I responded after this woke me up. I responded with the following. You know what would have been right for the children? Signing the letter that I asked you to sign. What would have been right for the children would have been me staying in the UK, working for the bank, and paying you what you want. But you ruined that. Your selfish and spiteful actions have not only harmed me, but have clearly affected the children. You have poisoned my own flesh and blood against me for no other reason than petty anger over money. Things are hard. Eat nothing but pot noodles and plain rice for months. Get scurvy because you cannot afford fruit and vegetables. Lose your health, all of your things. Live on the street, go to jail, and then tell me how hard it is for you. When I get paid in a few hours, which will be in 59 minutes local time, you will once again get what your own government says I should pay you. Do not say another thing to me unless it is an out-and-out apology for what you have done. Do not ask for another dime over the amount of child maintenance service says you are owed, until you make things right between the kids and I and come up with a plan for the therapy they will clearly need as a result from being separated from their fathers for years, contrary to the law in both of our countries. You have manipulated events to force me to leave the UK. You then changed my kids' names contrary to law. After I took you to court over that, you were forced to face facts that what you did was illegal. And it was only because I care more about my children than words that I accepted that they would have a double-barreled name. You then spread rumors to your family and our children that I was a sexual threat, a drunk driver, a violent man, all of which are lies. You have ruined the past 5 years of my life. You have ruined my Air Force career over the fact that you were homesick. Go to hell, Lindsay. Ask your magic boyfriend to take care of everything. You're very good at manipulating people to get what you want, so go do that. I, for one, will stay right with the law and nothing else. 37 minutes ago, I received the following email in response. Only read the last line about my magic boyfriend. He is actually my partner of 2 years and a real dad to the children, so you should show him some respect. I knew you would say no. I just needed to say it again for my case against you. I've been made aware that of you finally caught for your serious parole violations. I'm sure it must be hard for you not being able to harass and abuse my family, myself, and the children online for the next 18 months. You are now a huge joke all over the internet, and you have publicly destroyed yourself by lying and trying to play the victim. I will also be reporting you for these crimes and for repeating ignoring the UK court order. I'm still going ahead with my VA application for an apportionment of your pension. I have recordings of you talking about your lavish lifestyle and refusing to pay the children more than a disgusting amount a month. Regardless of if you don't take care of the children, you are still legally obliged to provide for them. As you live in the US, you are obligated by the law in Washington state to provide for your half-American children. As you refuse to contact the courts regarding our divorce, all the divorce terms I asked for were agreed. You are responsible for all costs, and I am still entitled to come after you for financial compensation. I know you have ignored the UK authorities because of your impending arrest in the UK for harassment, court order violations, fraud, theft, and wanted for questioning for sexual assault. I suggest you do the right thing for once and turn yourself in. You are a dangerous psychopath pedophile, and I will do my best to see you behind bars so you cannot assault, harass, or rape another human being. Have a wonderful day being a sad, lonely nobody, John. So I responded 14 minutes ago. Lindsay, I have it on record that I sent you my address back in December. I have it on record asking you to electronically send me a copy of this supposed court order and you refusing. I have it on record how you have time and again looked to separate me from my children and diminish our relationship over petty issues. My lavish lifestyle, I'm sure that you may feel that way sitting in England, but over here it's not that nice. I will see what I can do tomorrow again to confirm that you cannot take anything other than what you are owed. You have also admitted to having your account hacked, and this email is clearly abusive. I will not consider anything coming from this email to be true or real. You have my number, and you can unblock me from WhatsApp to discuss this. Otherwise, you can have your lawyer or supposed court send the paperwork to my address. I have sent them written letters and had my team contact them. No charges are pending against me. I know this because my probation officer sent me or showed me the national database information today. I'm not wanted for anything anywhere. Have a good day, whoever you are, as you are not the woman I married 12 years ago. Although I am glad to be divorced from you, I will not say that I hate or I wish you any ill. You use and abuse everyone who is not like you. You are just like your criminal mother and your bully of a father. I'm glad to not be around you, and only hope that I can help our children heal after they escape your vapid and abusive clutches. So I'm going to take a break from social media. I know I have supporters. I know I have people that love and support me, who know my journey, who know that I'm not a rapist, pedophile, or anything like that. I will, but I'll only be posting updates through my. I'll have my blog. I'm still on Discord. Um, I can't keep doing this from my ex-wife. Um, I can't have people contacting my probation officer's boss to try to get me in trouble. I want to make it abundantly clear, I don't have any charges pending. I'll be in court next week for my monthly review. I have agreed with my probation officer to undergo weekly urinalysis to prove that I'm not consuming any illicit drugs or alcohol. I'm working with my probation officer and my therapist and my doctors, whom I'm seeing on a weekly basis, sometimes multiple times a week. I am not under investigation for harassing anybody. I'm not under investigation for threatening anyone. I'm not under investigation for touching anyone. I'm not under investigation or suspicion of rape or pedophilia. So, right. So, I want to thank everybody who does support me. I'd like to tell Mustard and the Plate Gang, um, you guys can go to hell. For real. I'm not going to change my course or my direction. My plan is as it always has been: buy a home, grow legal pot, and spend the rest of my days smoking weed. So, I am an atheist, and I will never stop being an atheist. So, I'm going to do what's right for me. I'm going to take care of myself because I know that these trolls here, they've already said that they want me to kill myself. They want me to feel so much despair that I die. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let circumstances cause me to kill myself. I'm also not going to go back to jail. Not for a long period of time. I'm not going to allow the slings and arrows of the enemy, like this individual posing as Mr. Medicare. I've spoke to some close friends and made them aware of the situation. I used it for cigarettes. I used it for cigarettes. I tried quitting. Now it's not the time. Yeah. I told you, when I can, I smoke American Spirit. I roll my own cigarettes. I I know that I've allowed my anger and my frustration with the situation get the better of me. I know I've said things that can be taken out of context and make me look bad. And I admitted that to my probation officer today. I admitted smoking marijuana before I tried to commit suicide and turn myself in. In fact, the test came back. Turns out when I went to the hospital, I had 843 nanograms of cannabinoids in my system. And yeah, They also picked up the Robitussin that I had drank to help with my cough. That was 423 nanograms of alcohol in my bloodstream when I turned myself in. You see, I submit to testing. I submit to chemical verification. DNA samples are taken from me every time. Every time I go to the hospital, I actually do a sexual health test as well to confirm that I don't have any diseases or sexual issues. My gums bleed because I have malnutrition. I don't eat because I have PTSD. I don't have an appetite. Marijuana used to help stimulate my appetite, but because I'm not allowed to smoke it anymore, I don't have an appetite. Some of the videos that were, or photos that were released of me when I was really skinny, those were right after jail. I went from 120 pounds, no, I'm sorry, 220 pounds to 160 pounds. Yeah, I just once people cross the barrier and they're not contacting people I know personally, they're not contacting individuals that know my story, that have access to my records. They contacted the head of King County Probation. They didn't contact, the Veterans Court and Mental Health Probation Services. So my ex-partner, yes, she did contact them about a year ago. That is true. But that was sorted out. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to make it abundantly clear that I'm not going to do anything silly. I'm just going to take a, let's call it a year-long meditation and mental health break from online media like Facebook, YouTube, online dating, Discord. I'm not going to be running any servers. No, not a month ago. Or as of today, I don't have any pending warrants out for my arrest. I'm not under investigation for anything. I don't know where that came from. But I did confirm that with the courts today. So that nonsense about turning myself in is just that. It's nonsense. But yeah, once again, thank you to all of my supporters. I will still have my blog, johnbolden.com. But yeah, I'm just going to lay low for a little bit. I'm not going to expose myself to any more potential threats. And, despite what the VA and doctors tell me about isolation, I'm quite happy with my own company. I'm not concerned with people that want to fuck with me. I'm not concerned with people that get off on laughing at the disabled on the internet. I'm not concerned with people who out and out think it's appropriate to abuse and harass. Sassy Redneck's all right. He's okay. And Gaffa does have moderator now. No, you're all right, Sassy. You're trying to help. You're one of the good ones. Yeah, I'll be doing the blog more, but I'll probably be doing more like arts and crafts stuff. I think next week I'm gonna go. There's a free dig crystal mine to the south of me. If the weather's nice, I might buy a bucket and spade and you know, go dig some crystals, clean them off, and try to sell them to local hippies or something. Thanks, Gaffa. I appreciate it. I did put my true email address in that Google Hangout we were in, Gaffa. Please use that to get in touch with me for now. I'm gonna stay off of YouTube for sure because yeah. So anyway, thanks again. I'm gonna finish my Dr. Pepper and take my meds and try to go to bed. But I feel like it would have been odd to suddenly delete all my videos and go offline. And I didn't want my true friends and my true supporters to get worried and think that I had harmed myself. That's not going to happen. I do want to make it clear that I have made contact. Email me. Just email me. You know, so anyway, I am reading the chat. But good night, guys. Redneck Gaffa, shoot me an email link to a private hangout, and I'll talk to you on there. I'm fine to discuss this further with you, gentlemen. But take care of yourselves and be good.